Welcome back, everyone! In this video, we're breaking down every single weapon buff and nerf in Season 10. By the end, you'll know all the important changes and exactly which guns make up the new meta this season. Now, if you watched my last video, you already know we covered the movement changes, health tweaks, reload speed buffs, and more. But today, it's all about the weapons, and trust me, there are some big surprises you don't want to miss. Alright, let's not waste any time, starting with the weapons that got buffed in Season 10. Let's kick things off with the SJ16 sniper rifle. This gun already had really solid firing power back in Season 9, but in Season 10 it's been pushed even further. In Season 9 it was labeled as high firing power, but now it's been upgraded to ultra high. That means heavier hits, stronger penetration, and overall it's going to feel much scarier in long range fights. Next up, we have the LR-AR1. Now, according to the patch notes, this gun was supposed to get a buff in Season 10, but honestly, when I checked the stats, they look exactly the same as Season 9. So either the devs gave it a hidden buff, like recoil control, accuracy, or bullet speed, or it's just one of those ghost buffs that don't really show on the stat screen. If you've noticed any difference with the LR-AR1 in-game, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know if this buff is real or just smoke. Quick break, guys! If you're thinking of grabbing a Bonds, case, or Battle Pass, don't waste extra money. Get it from Top Up Live at the best price. The process is super easy. Go to the site, choose Arena Breakout, pick what you need, follow the steps, and boom! You're done! And here's the best part. Use my code REB for a 12% discount so you can save your hard-earned money. Link is waiting for you in the description. Now let's move on to the M110. This one actually got a really meaningful buff in Season 10. Its rate of fire. Back in Season 9, the M110 fired at 375 rounds per minute, but now in Season 10, it's up to 425 RPM. That's a solid jump, and exactly what this gun needed. With this buff, the M110 is much more competitive. It's faster, deadlier, and way more forgiving in close to mid-range fights. And if you pair it with M61 or M62 rounds, it's easily one of the strongest choices this season. Next up is the F2000. This gun didn't get a damage increase, but it did get some much needed handling buffs. In Season 10, the hipfire stability has been increased, and they also slightly reduced the penalty while moving. That basically means the F2000 is going to feel a lot smoother when you're spraying up close, especially in those run and gun situations. So while it's not a meta-breaking buff, it does make the F2000 a lot more reliable in close range fights. And now we have the AR-30. Like the SJ16, it also received a firing power buff, but not nearly as strong. On the stat screen, it still shows the same high firing power in both Season 9 and Season 10, so this might be another ghost buff, similar to the LR-AR1. Still, in matches, it does feel a little stronger than before. Not on the same level as the SJ16, but it's definitely an improvement for anyone who likes running the AR-30. And if you have to choose between the AR-30 and the SJ16 in Season 10, it's definitely the SJ16 you should pick. It hits harder, the buff is clear, and it's the sniper to rely on this season. Next on the list, it's not just one weapon, it's actually all SMGs. In Season 10, the hip-fire stability of every SMG has been buffed, especially while moving and jumping. Now, this is one of those changes you might not notice immediately on the stat screen, and it can be hard to show in a video, but after testing it myself, I'd say, yeah, it does feel smoother. Shots stay a little tighter, and hipfire just feels more reliable when you're running and gunning. So this one's something you'll have to test for yourself, but for me, I definitely think SMGs are looking better this season. And now, a gun that honestly might not matter too much, because I don't think anyone actually uses the RPD. But yeah, it did get a firing power buff this season. The funny part is, just like the LR AR1 and the AR30, this buff doesn't show up on the stat screen at all, so it could just be another ghost buff. Either way, unless you're one of the rare RPD fans out there, this change probably won't affect your loadouts. Nerfs. Alright, now let me quickly explain the nerfs. Don't worry, there are just 3 main ones that we know of so far. First is the AN94. Its ergonomics got reduced from 58 down to 54. Honestly, I don't think most players will even notice it, but technically it is a nerf. And the other 2 are the vectors, both the 45 and the 9mm. Their hip fire stability has been reduced, so they're not as strong in close-range spraying anymore.
The extra buffs I almost missed. LR AR2. Base recoil has been increased, so slightly easier to handle. M249, both vertical and horizontal recoil have been improved, making it more controllable in full auto. And that's it. Those are all the buffs and nerfs for weapons in Season 10 that we know so far. Some guns like the M110 and SJ16 are definitely worth using now, while others like the RPD, well, maybe still just for memes. What do you guys think? Which gun are you going to main this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear your loadout ideas. Also, don't forget to check out Top Up Live if you need coin or credits. It's the fastest and safest way to recharge. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. And hey, let me know what kind of video you want me to make next. Your ideas might become the next upload. Lastly, if you found this helpful, share this video with your squatter friends so they're ready for Season 10 too. Let's hype this season together.